I want to talk to the daughters of Zion, then I want to talk to the brothers of Zion. I want to speak to you guys on how beautiful and how important polygyny is going to be once we return by using this particular verse. Now, for those who don't understand Isaiah chapter 6, preferably verse 13, see, verse 13 is letting you know that the holy seed is going to come about, and that's from the remnant that's being brought up out of these Americas. So not all of men and all of women is going to partake in bearing the holy seed, because the majority of us is what? Prideful. So I want to talk to you daughters of Zion. You cannot lump up every Ibri, aka Hebrew men, in the same boat, because today's men are not going to be yesterday's men, meaning that the prideful, the arrogant, the disobedient, the sinful men today who are misusing polygyny will not be the same men having that same spirit in the future when it's time to perform this obligation of Isaiah 6 verse 13. Why? It's simple. Just go back up to verse 12. Like Ahia says, he has removed men far away, for there's a great forsaking in the midst of the land. Once again, we are in the land, redeemed and brought back. And if you go back to 13, Ahia is letting you know that if 1/10 remain in it, that he is addressing the men. So if you don't know, now you know that only 10% of the men of Yasharala is going to turn back to Ahia. That means 90% of the men is going to be cut off. So I'm telling you, daughters of Zion, don't get cut off basing things upon the men and how they are today and how they are misusing polygyny. Don't get cut off for their sake, because today's men is not going to be yesterday's men. I promise you that. And it's not my words, it's Ahia's words. You're going to have meek, compassionate, caring, lawful, obedient men ready to partake in this beautiful blessing that's going to be put upon us to repopulate Yasharala. See, y'all well versed with the 2/3, but that's dealing with all of Yasharala, men, women, children, all of us. But 90% of the men is going to get cut off because they are not going to be obedient or meek enough to partake in bearing the holy seed. Last but not least, I had a vision that Ahia told me that if women does not consider and partake in polygyny when we get in the land, they will be considered unrighteous. I want to talk to the daughters of Zion.